Welcome everybody, JR Fisher here. Let me get on the screen here for a second so I can see you guys. You see that I am live on a Friday. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time zone you are in. I want to welcome you here. Let me get on my screen here real quick. There I am down in the corner. You'll see me in just one second. I am joined by the lovely and talented Miss Jessica. Jessica, you'll say hi to everybody?
Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here.
I hope everybody's staying busy. Gosh, I hear people who aren't busy during the quarantine, Jessica. What do you think of that? They aren't busy. They aren't doing anything. They've sat around for 6 months.
Hasn't been that long.
Well, let's see. It's March, April, May, June, July. Going on 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. They aren't doing anything. Why is that? It's insane.
It is.
Have we been doing anything?
We've been doing a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Guys, this is your opportunity to improve your life, to change your life, to tell the story about the fact that, during quarantine, you got in better shape, that you started to make money, that you learned a new skill. This is an opportunity. Okay, it's a huge opportunity, so make sure you take advantage of it. Now, do me a favor, put in that comment section, where are you from? What are you doing? What time is it there? What's shaking? What's going on? That comment section is really important to me. I talk about it a lot. If you're not a member, oh my gosh, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, there's a big button down there. You want to hit that button, you want to subscribe, and then a bell's going to pop up. You want to turn on all bell notifications, okay? Because you're going to have some choices there. If you just want selected one, you don't want all that. You want all bell notifications, okay? You want to get all you can. You want to get your money's worth, even though you're not spending any money on the channel. That's okay. You still want to get your money's worth, right? So make sure you turn on all those bell notifications, super important. Today is a really cool day. I did a lot of work yesterday so that you guys could have a cool day today. And that work involved actually going in and showing you guys how I set up email broadcasts. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to show you how to split test these emails. It's just going to be some amazing stuff, okay? It's broadcast emails, automatic cache. All right, you see the lady waving to you there. Checked your emails yet? Okay. We're actually going to talk about what time to send your emails. All kinds of great stuff's going on. Jessica's making some weird faces over there. What's going on, Jessica? You're distracting me.
It looks like you're overlit somehow.
I am overlit. I don't know why. I tried turning down some lights. I know. I tried all this stuff. And then when I turned that one off, I looked really dark. So I don't know. Maybe it's the camera today. I hope you guys put up with it.
Oh, because you're using the webcam. Maybe that's
Yeah, I mean, I'm white, but I'm not that white. I'm actually a little bit darker. But unfortunately, the lighting today is kind of screwy. So I thought you were like smelling something burning. I'm like, should I run out of the building? What should I do? Because you were going like this, and it was kind of scaring me. So, okay, it's cool. She just thinks I look terrible on camera. That's all. That's not a bad deal. That's not a big deal. All right. We got Wayne Charles finally in the house. Wayne, how you been doing, buddy? Good to hear from you. I want to help you out. Send me some messages. Let me know what you're working on. He's in Columbus, Ohio. We've got Jane Mark, the marketer. Ooh. Hey, Gene, what's going on, man? Good to see you here, and welcome. You're in Roxbury, Massachusetts. That's a high-class state, isn't it? Isn't Massachusetts like where all the rich people live? I think it is. I don't know. Put in the comments there. Let me know. I've always heard that all the rich people live there. I'm in this little podunk town called San Diego. And there's a couple people here with some, a little bit of dough, right? I see a lot of Ferraris in our Vaughn's grocery shopping center and Teslas. And I'm waiting on my Tesla, guys. I put my deposit down on that Tesla. I'm waiting on that Tesla. I want that Tesla. I really do. But great to see you guys there. Put any questions you have in there, Gene, Wayne, anybody who's out there, put your questions in that comment box there, or chat box. There is no comment box, but there will be a comment box. So if you're watching this at a later date, once I'm not live, and I'm live right now, but if you're watching it at a later date, you'll want to use the comment section. Right now, you guys can use the chat, and I will answer back to you. Let me see here. Welcome. We'll hit up Gene there. Gene, I appreciate you being here. I really do. If you have questions, guys, about making money online, and I'm not saying this to brag, I'm just letting you know, what I've done, because I knew nothing when I got started. We have Roy from Ensenada, BC, Mexico. Very, very cool. But I've sold millions of dollars worth of products online. This is not made up stuff that I'm teaching you. This is stuff that we do every day. Jessica does every day. She has her company. She has dog training, Furry Family Coach. You can look her up also on YouTube, on Facebook. And the name of your channel on YouTube is Jessica L. Fisher, Furry Family Coach. So you may want to check that up too. We do this stuff and actually make money. And I'm just sharing it with you, okay? So I'm not selling you anything. You don't have to buy anything. I'm just giving you this information. This stuff works. I've been doing this since 2009. I own one of the largest survival food companies in the United States. We do millions of dollars in sales in that. I have training courses, I have all these things, and I'm not telling you all that to get you to buy anything because it doesn't matter. This is a free training call. What matters is that you get information from somebody who knows what the heck they're doing. There's so many gurus out there who tell you they're going to help you make money doing whatever, and they don't do it. Okay, we do this stuff. This is stuff we actually do. Excuse me. So let's move into this real quick here, okay? Also, do me a favor, if you like what you hear, sign into Google, search J.R. Fisher, give me a review, preferably 5-star, and I'll give you my book, okay? Email me, let me know you did it, because I won't know unless you let me know. And then you get my book for free. I'll also throw in the audio, How to Find Popular Products to Sell Online in 4 Simple Steps. Okay, so check that out. And I would really appreciate if you gave me a review. What we're going to cover today is how to set up broadcast emails in Kartra. I'll explain what Kartra is. I'll also show you how you can get Kartra for a $1 trial. It's a whole lot cheaper than any email provider out there, any marketing software out there. It'll do your sales pages, it'll do your funnels, it'll do your sequences, it'll do your training courses, it'll do it does everything. You don't need any of these other software, so I will talk about that. How to use broadcast emails to earn automatic cash. Okay, I have automatic cash coming in because I have these broadcast emails that go out, and I have email sequences too, but we're not going to talk about that today. We're talking about the broadcast emails today. And then how to set up split test in your emails. Okay, this is super easy if you're using Kartra. I mean, it's like a couple clicks is all you got to do. And understand a split test is just trying something differently and seeing what the results are, okay? Sometimes you can get better results and you just constantly split test your stuff, okay? So what I did is I made this video here on screen, and I want to take me off screen real quick because I don't want to block any of this. So bear with me 1 second here. And I want to take me off screen. Right there. I almost sang Jessica's song right now. I almost did that. Whatever that song is. You do that song. You do that song. You know what I'm talking about. She know what I'm talking about. All right, so there we go. Okay, so I did record this. I'm live. So off to the side here, I took my picture off the screen, but you can ask me questions, and I may ask you questions. So answer me too, okay, if I ask you these questions. I want to make sure that I'm off the screen. There's a little bit of a lag on YouTube because I know my image is covering some stuff up, and I don't want it to cover stuff up. I want to be off the screen. Let me make sure I do that. I'm waiting. And it looks like I'm getting ready to come off the screen. I'm off the screen. Okay, so I know this works. All right, guys, so I'm going to play this for you, and this is going to explain it, and then I'll be right back to take any questions.
Okay, I'm in Kartra right now, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to go through broadcast. Okay, broadcasts are pretty cool. Broadcasts are things that you could just send instantly if you want to do that. There are things that you can schedule for later on. If you notice, I've got a few broadcasts scheduled in here. If you're on my call, my training call, you may have gotten one of these emails. I'm recording this right before that training call, so you may have gotten it. So if you are in the, what is this, the 8/14/20 coaching call, then you probably got one of these emails if you're on my email list. But I want to show you how to do it because you can do so many things with broadcasts. I mean, they're really a pretty amazing thing that can be set up that, you could set these things up a year in advance if you want. A lot of people are so worried when they do emails. They're like, oh my gosh, what do I write today? What do I have to write tomorrow? The thing is, you sit down, you spend a day or two or whatever, and you set up these emails and they automatically go out. Now, these are different. If you notice at the top here from sequences, I'm going to click on this real quick, and we're not going to be doing sequences in this training, but these are particular different sequences that I have running right now, and there's different, like there's 12,000 people in this one, there's 71 people in this one. Depending on what stage they're at in some of my funnels, they're going to be in different sequences. So understand that, they're different things is all I want to point out to you right now. They are different things. So we're going to be working on broadcast. And what I will do actually is I will go ahead and start a new broadcast, and I'll also show you some that I have set up also, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click broadcast right here, okay? And we're going to call this test broadcast, okay? And the category I'm going to use is, what do I want to use? Let's go with JRF broadcast. How about that? That matches up pretty good. And we'll click create. Okay, so there's several different things we can do here. We can actually do broadcast by SMS. So if you've got people's cell phone and you can actually, send them messages, you can do SMS in Kartra also. You will send right out of here, or you can do by email. Now, it's more difficult to get people's phone numbers than it is their email, but that may be changing. So for this example, we're just going to do email. Now, as soon as I hit email, it's going to ask me questions. It's going to say, what's your gateway? Okay, I always use the Kartra gateway. It's the only one I got. Okay, the sender name is super important, guys. If your sender name is ABC Construction Company or Joe's Restaurant, it's not as personalized. You're going to have a lower open rate. So what you want to do is you want to put your name in there or the name of the person who's sending it out. Okay, and we'll leave what's in there. Now, once you've done this, you notice you can't click here. You can't click. Anytime you run into this issue, it's because you haven't saved what you've changed. So I'm going to click save. Okay, and I'll click save and next right here. Okay, now the recipients. Okay, so I could say hashtag, and let's pick a category here, Survivalcave food, and I have part of my list in here, so I'm going to put, and you can pick all these different tags I have in here for people who bought different things. They joined things, they purified water, whatever it is. I'm going to just leave it at any tag, okay, and just grab the people and pull them over, okay? So it shows me in this category, I'm going to pull over with 12,000 people, GDPR. I'm going to go ahead and allow that. That's going to give me 12,049. Okay, so what do I want to do? Here's where we make some decisions, guys. And since we are talking about broadcast, I see that it really is probably important that you guys know about A/B split test too, because you can do a couple different split tests within Kartra. You can do one where you're doing an A/B split test on your actual emails. So this would be like if you wanted to send two different emails, or if you wanted to have two different subject lines, something along those lines. Or if you wanted to have different links in different emails too, if you wanted to do that. The other type of split test is where you have two different pages that people are going to go to. So when they land on a page, half the people are going to go to one page, half are going to go to the other page. Right now, we're going to worry about just single emails, okay? So I'm going to put a subject in here. Hey, you. Okay? You'd be surprised how well stuff like that works. I bet you didn't know this, okay? So I'm going to put, I bet you didn't know this. Get a little space right here. Now, I'll tell you what does help in many cases. If you put an emoji, if you've got an Apple, it's Control Command Spacebar, and I can put an emoji in there, okay? It does help open rates for some reason. Get on in there. There we go. Okay. But don't overdo it. If you got like an emoji here, don't put like 4 or 5 emojis behind it. No, just give me something to just spice it up a little bit, okay, in the subject line. So I'm going to say, hey, you. But like I told you guys, I'm going to do an A/B split test. So I'm going to click this button here. And when I do that, it doesn't change this first email I started. It says this is the A email, okay? You can do this basic or you can do it advanced, okay? Depending on email backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. I never, ever use advanced. The simpler an email is, the better the open rates seem to be for me. So then I've got another email down here now. You notice this? Because this is going to be the B email. So let's say that instead of hey you, I wanted to put down here, I have used this one before. Damn. Okay. That one actually gets pretty good open rates. Okay, for the other line right here, which is going to be a little teaser line, I'm going to put the same one. And the reason I'm going to put the same one is you should never, ever split test more than one thing, okay? Because if I split test this subject line and this little teaser line, And those are different. I don't know if they open the email because I changed the subject line or because I changed this. So we want to make sure those are identical. Okay, the email should be identical unless you're trying to split test pages. Okay, but for right now, we're going to say the email is going to be identical. I'm going to just put in here a couple other things while I'm in here. I don't want to forget about this. Make sure in some parts of your email, whether it be in the subject line or in this little teaser line or in the body, that you say the person's name if you have it. Now, what I like to do is put hey, and then I put a space, and then I'm going to put first name. And if you look over here, this gives you the coding to do this, okay? I don't know if it's coding. It makes me sound intelligent if I say coding. It's not really coding. It's the dynamic variables, okay? So we're going to put that in there. Name, okay, and then we have to close it off with that other little squiggly bracket thing, and I put a comma here, and I hit return. Now, here's the deal. If I don't have their first name on the record, in other words, I got their email but not their first name, it will just leave that blank, and it'll just say hey with a comma. So it doesn't mess you up any, okay? Don't overuse this. Don't put their name all through the letter, 2 or 3 times. Okay, I'm going to say this is a really cool message for you to read. Cheers, JR. Okay, so that's what I've got in here, and in just a second I'm going to show you a couple of emails I've written. You may have even seen some of the emails I've written because you got them, okay? Now, this is the email, so I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put this in the other email down here too. Okay. So there we go. What can we do with this? So the first one here, I got to say, this version to be sent to what % of the users? Right now it's set at 100. This one's set at 0. These two have to equal. I don't know why you would want to change these, okay, any other than 50-50. I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that. So I'm going to put 50 here, okay, and I'm going to click Save and Next. Let me go back, okay, and when I clicked Save and Next, see how it broke this down to 50% and 50%. So whatever you put here, it will subtract it from this one up here, this first email. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not necessary, okay? So then I would do Save and Next. Now, if I want to do an automation, I can do an automation. I would click here and I would say, hey, if the lead opens this email, what's going to happen if they open the email, okay? I could say assign a tag or unassign a tag or subscribe to a sequence, whatever I want to happen. And I won't get into that right now. We're going to go over that more in sequences and setting that stuff up. But for right now, no, it's available. So I'm just going to click cancel right here. So I'm not going to do an automation, and I'm going to click Save and Next. Now, the next thing I have here is scheduling. Now, broadcast, I could click this button right now. It's going to go out to all these people. Or I could click right here and schedule it for later. Or I could, let's say I'm in the middle of it and I got to go eat dinner, take care of the kids, or something along those lines. I could just save it as a draft and always come back to it later on and work on it at a later date. For the purpose of this training, what I would like to do is schedule it for later. Now, there's other tools, okay? Over here, you can see it says based on your last broadcast, your best time and day for your full leads list is, best open ratio is weekend evenings, best click-through rate, weekend evenings, best goal reach, weekend evenings. Okay, so it's going to tell you over here when you're getting the most out of this. Now, you can't always do that. Like I'm doing a training during the week and I'm starting to send emails on a Wednesday, so obviously the training I couldn't email over the weekends. But what I can do is schedule. So I'm going to pick a date. I'm going to pick the date, and then I'm going to pick the time. You have to be careful on this time. This is set to Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern Standard Time. You can't change this. So you need to figure out what time zone you're in. Like I know I'm in Pacific Time Zone, and that is a 3-hour behind from Eastern Time Zone. So if I want this to go out at 9 a.m. Pacific Time Zone, then I'm going to have to hit 12 p.m. okay, Eastern Time Zone, okay? And I can pick whatever date I want, okay? If I want this thing to go out October of 2021, I could do that. I click here and boom, I got this set, a little over a year in advance right now, which is pretty cool. So then I can go save and next. Okay, so now what I've got is I have an email set up that is able to split test, okay, going out to these people. And it's really that easy to set it up. Now what I'd like to do is kind of show you a couple emails just to, kind of wake you up. So you can kind of see what some of the stuff is that I've sent out. So let's go back to broadcast now. Now, when I go back to broadcast, you're going to see that this one is scheduled. See how it says scheduled right here? And it says it's a split test. It's 50-50. And this one here is a test broadcast. This is a test broadcast. This one's going to say, hey, you. This one's going to say, damn, damn, damn. Okay? And we're going to see which one of those gets clicked on more. The subject line does matter. And you've got to test these things on a regular basis or you won't know that. Okay? Now, over here, I've got some choices. I could go ahead and delete this now, which I probably will. I could go back in and edit it. I could clone it, or I could send it now, okay, right from this portal. Even though I've got this schedule, I could actually send it now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clone it, okay? So I've got the same thing going on here. And let's say this is to let them know about some training I have going on. I would click clone, okay? And as soon as I click clone, it's going to bring me into the cloned email split test, all right? Now I'm going to click save and next, okay? And then it's going to have the same tag in there. And I'm going to scroll down here, save and next. Then I've got to decide what I'm going to change, all right? On this one here, I may put they need to stop, okay? What does that mean? I could apply that to all kinds of things. If I was selling survival food, I could say they need to stop ignoring the fact that there could be food shortages. If I was selling a Facebook ads course, I could say in the email, they need to stop running ads like this because they don't work. So you could apply that to almost anything you want. So now I've changed it to they need to stop, and I'm going to change this one. And I wouldn't recommend doing all these split tests on one sequence, but I'm just trying to show you how this works. This one here, I could put, I know what you did, okay? 3 dots behind that. And I could have my next split test set up. So let's go do that. We're going to go save and next, okay? And let's say I want to, I don't want to do advanced automation. We talked about that. Let's say I want to do another one the very next day behind the email I just set up. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule for later. And I believe I picked, what did I pick? I think I picked October. I can't remember what I picked now. We're going to go with October, okay? I think I picked October 1st. I'm going to make this one go out October 2nd, okay? And that's of 2021 because I don't want this thing to actually go out. I'll click save and next. There we go. And I'll click broadcast so I can see both of these in here and see the times they're going out. Okay, so this one, this one's going out October 1st, 2021. This one's going out October 2nd, 2021. And let's assume this is something like some training I'm doing, and I'm going to be doing it in 2 or 3 days at that date, okay? So 2 or 3 days in advance, I may want to start sending them emails and start reminding them about it, okay? So that's what that would be used for. This could also be used for selling products or all kinds of other things. So let's go over now, and I'm going to show you a couple of the emails that I actually did schedule and that got sent out. Now this one here already got sent out. Once it gets sent out, you're not going to have these other options. Notice how it just has clone here and that's it. So you're not going to be able to send now. You're not going to be able to do any edits on it, and you're not going to be able to delete it because once it's in the system, once it's gone out, it's done. Okay, it's over with. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to look at the ones that I could possibly change. So let's go ahead and click on one of those. I'm going to click edit, and this is the number 2 in that broadcast sequence that I'm doing, and I'm going to click edit, and this is for a Friday webinar. And I'm going to click save and next right here, okay? and it's going to bring me all this and show me how many people it's going out to. I'm going to click Save and Next. Okay, so this particular one here is saying, what does this one say? It says, you need to see this, okay? You need to see this. And let's just put a little emoji in here, make it look cool. What do they need to see? A little goofy face there. You need to see this, okay? Hey, first name, did you know that 82% of my income comes from automated emails? And that's true, guys. This Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I like to put both the times in here. You know, East Coast, West Coast. I kind of ignore the middle of the United States. I can't put them all in there. It would get too confusing, so I just put 2. I'll show you how I set up automatic emails to make money every day. Okay, now if you notice, I've got a link right here, and if I double click this, you can see how I have a link here, and this link is going to that YouTube live that I'm doing. Okay, so I've got a place here to click. Now notice I've got this place to click above any scroll. Okay, so they don't have to scroll to get to it. You want to have that opt-in or your purchase or your sign up or whatever it is, you want to have that above this scroll. The reason being is that 85% of the people never scroll. Okay, so you're going to be missing out on 85% of your audience. You don't want to do that. So anyhow, I have that above. And then what I do, and what I like to do, is put a picture in there. Okay, this is about email profits. They can click here to actually go there. And you know what? I noticed this is not clickable. So we will fix that right now by copying that. And I'll show you how to put it in there. And you click the picture and then you click link. Okay, oh, it is in there. Okay, maybe it is in there. There we go. It wasn't showing up when I was hovering over it. All right, so then I have another link down here where they can sign up. So as you can see, I've got one here. I've got one in the picture. I've got one here. Then I've got a PS, and I've got one down here. It doesn't hurt to put a few links in there. And I don't put 20 links in there, but I do want a few opportunities for them to actually get my training. And if I have a few links in there, you know, depending on where they are in the email, pretty much anywhere they're scrolling here, there's a link. Okay, so it's pretty easy for them to do it. So then I would click Save and Next, and I think the only thing I changed in here is I put an emoji in it and click Save and Next. Okay, if you already have this scheduled, it will default to the date and time you already had put in here. Okay, if you didn't, obviously it's not going to have a date and time. You're going to have to pick it, but it's already scheduled, so I'm just going to click Save and Next. Okay. Now, if I go back to my broadcast here, all right, you'll now see this one that I worked on here, and you see it's got this little funny face on it. These I did not put emojis on. This one here says wrong, wrong, wrong. This one here says final notice. This one here says what's the plan? You need to see this. It's really important, guys, for you to wrap your head around the fact that a subject line is not about a subject. I know it's craziness, right? A subject line is not about a subject. A subject line is to get them to open your email. Please wrap your brain around that. It's to get them to open your email, okay? Now, some of these things I do put in the subject line what it is. Now, if you notice here, here's Friday's coaching call in case you missed it, okay? So that's all that is. That's a link to the coaching call. But some of these countdown ends in 15 minutes. Today, 2 hours away. What? I don't think so. Look at these subject lines. Thousands on my list makes me millions. Free training, okay? And if you look through here, there's some really goofy ones. This is first name, 60-minute warning. It's happening in just 2 hours. Free training number 3. But they don't know what the training is. It doesn't tell them anything. When you do this, money rolls in. Free training number 3. So understand when you're doing these things, and I've showed you how to do a split test. And understand you can split test a couple different things. You don't have to split test a subject line. That was just for opens, okay? You could split test inside the actual email a picture. You could split test, click here's. You could split test all that stuff. You can split test landing pages they go to. But understand this training right now is all about broadcast, okay? So I'm not going to get into all that. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you understand that. And we'll move on with the rest of the training now.
Okay, guys, let me bring up my screen here. And all of you, if you don't have Kartra, man, you need to get on the ball. You need to get Kartra. You can go to this particular URL right here and watch a free video, and it will show you everything Kartra will do. All of that stuff that I just showed you, all of my marketing, all of Jessica's marketing is done in Kartra. Jessica, how long have you been doing digital marketing?
Oh. What, like with you?
Yeah. Were you doing it before me?
No.
Oh, what the heck? You didn't tell me.
No, I thought you meant like for me.
No, just in digital marketing.
I guess like 9 years.
9 years. And how many different, I don't know, email marketing type softwares have you been involved with?
Like maybe 5 or 6.
5 or 6? What is the best one, Jessica? You see where I'm going with
I
this.
do see where you're going. Kartra.
Kartra by far, she's been doing it 9 years. And I've been doing it maybe a year longer than her because I had started, Survivalcave a little bit before that. Let me get back on screen here, guys, so you can see me. You can see I am live. There I am right there. I have not left. I have not gone anywhere. Hey, guys, you want to succeed right now? You want me to give you a big secret to succeeding. And this is not just online. This is in life. It is to participate. And when I say participate, I mean all the time. Now, right now, we've got a bunch of people on this call. Not everybody has posted in that chat. I'm telling you, the people that post in that chat are the people that are more likely to become successful than anybody else. They're more likely to become successful than anybody else. Got a new person there, Gene Mark, the marketer. And I just saw him in there. We've been kind of talking off to the side in the chat. And I'm here to tell you that Gene Mark's going to do well. He's going to do well because first time in the call, he goes in there and puts in some comments. And a lot of you guys I talk to all the time, and I know that. But if you're not putting comments, if you're not, learning, if you're not growing, if you're not participating, you're not going to do well in life. You have to participate. You just have to. And I participate all the time. I don't care if I'm at a hamburger joint and I start talking to somebody and we start talking about what I'm doing. I'll tell them about my survival food company. I'll tell them about my courses. I'll tell them everything. And you know what? 99% of the time, nothing comes of it. But there's that 1%, right, Jessica? 1%. Every now and then,
1%.
Something happens, And you can't be like, oh, I don't want to go selling my stuff to people. I don't want to do that. Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's your job in life, okay? If you don't think enough of what you're doing to share it with other people, what makes you think anybody's going to want to buy from you? You're not passionate enough. You're just not passionate enough. You got to be passionate enough to say, hey, this is what I do. You ought to check it out. I kind of kid with Jessica about that. If I see anybody that has a dog or might have a dog, I said, man, you got to check out Jessica's training. She got some incredible dog training, right? And I know sometimes I may embarrass you because I'm like, you got to check her out. But you know what? You shouldn't get embarrassed. This is how you get ahead. It's the people that really talk about what they do, what's going on. We have to always participate and learn. And those of you who participate by putting something in that chat, you could just say hello. Everybody's got the ability to say hello, but if you say hello, here's what I do, you ought to check out my channel. Now I want everybody to check out Gene's channel. Let's promote Gene for a second, okay? Gene Mark the Marketer. I like that title, Gene Mark the Marketer. Go to Gene Mark the Marketer on YouTube and subscribe to his channel. Just go do it. It costs you $0. Okay, it costs you $0 to do this. And who knows what he may come up with. He may come up with some cool stuff that you like. He's into affiliate marketing, which I do affiliate marketing also. And I have a lot of affiliates that sell my products. But the point is, guys, you need to get yourself out there. You need to put yourself out there. Just because you may work from home or from your couch or a coffee shop does not mean that you shouldn't try to interact with other human beings. You need to do this, okay? And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you need to do it right now. There's a big subscribe button down there. And start posting your questions also in the live chat. We're going to answer a few questions before I leave here today. But put your questions in the chat there. If you've got a course, if you've got a product, if you've got marketing issues, put it in the chat section, okay? If you're watching this after I was live, let's say you're watching this, an hour later, a day later, a week later, a month later, you can still put questions in the comment section and I'll answer you. So put that stuff in the comment section. And they don't even have to be questions. Maybe you figured out something that works that you want to share with other people. Hey, be helpful. Help other people. Say, hey, I did this and it worked. Let me know. Put your information there. Maybe somebody will go to your channel. I don't mind you doing that. That's cool. Okay, and I guarantee you Gene's going to get some subscribers off this, because Gene, after we do these things, we don't have a lot of people that can come live on a Friday afternoon at 11 o'clock, but afterwards we have hundreds or thousands of people to see this, and they're going to jump over to your channel, and they're going to be cool, because I only have cool people in my group. And they're going to subscribe to you, so let's help Gene out, okay? And any of the rest of you guys, man, if you got a channel, let me know. Let me know about it, and no problem, Gene, you deserve a plug, you're participating. Hey, we all got to help each other out. So guys, let's move on to the inner circle. Some of you were asking about the inner circle. This is my little promo at the end, okay? Join my inner circle, okay? You will get access to my current courses, private Facebook group, bi-weekly coaching calls, yearly or more masterminds in San Diego when they let us go out of our house again, relationships networking, insight into high-level masterminds, because I do attend a lot of those when they let us go out of our house, okay? And you're 12 times more likely to succeed as a member of something like my inner circle. Okay, my inner circle will give you the benefits of courses. My Webcash Academy, which is a drop shipping course, Ecom Road, which shows you how to set up a Shopify store. Email Earning System shows you emails. Digital Cash Academy shows you how to set up an entire business. Okay, Facebook Ads University with 4 pieces of software shows you how to do Facebook ads and my coaching calls. This has a value of $46,382, but you will pay $0 for all this stuff, okay? We have a small fee to join the inner circle, and that's it. And you get all this for free, so that's a pretty good deal. And the cool community. There's a cool guy here. I got to get another cool guy. I've had him for about 2-3 weeks. Got to get another cool guy. I'll look up cool guys. I'll put one up there. Okay, and the software, once again, somebody is asking about that. It is Kartra, bit.ly/Kartra -- JR. This link is different from the other one I showed you, but they'll both get you to the same place. So check that out. Don't forget also, sign into Google, search JR Fisher, give me a review, preferably 5-star, email me, let me know that you did that, and boom, you get my book for free, and you get the audio. That's pretty cool stuff. You gotta let me know you did it, okay? So let's hit a couple questions here. Jessica, I think, has a couple off to the side that she has prepared. And guys, this is your opportunity also to put your questions in that chat section there too. Jessica, what do you got for me? I'm gonna get a drink of water.
Yeah. So I think you have been doing a pretty good job over the past few weeks showing people how email marketing is not dead, but you still continue to get a ton of questions about, I thought email marketing was dead. What is all this about?
Thought email marketing is dead. Email marketing is not dead. Here's the thing with people. When there's something that's working incredibly well, it's incredibly easy, and anybody can do it, and then it becomes less easy, and it becomes a little bit more difficult, and you have to work a little bit harder, people will say, well, that's dead. That's dead. Because now I've got to do like sequences, and I've got to do, clicks, and I've got to monitor. Yeah, you just got to do a little bit more. But you know what? It makes me a ton of money. I'm sitting there looking at my phone, guys. Honest to God, when I'm talking to you, and I made $1,900 and some odd dollars in this little session that we've had today. Okay, and we haven't even been on this thing 45 minutes. I've made $1,900 bucks. One of the sales was for $745 for an email sequence I set up, and they bought 5 cases of meat. Okay, and I sell survival food. So if you set this stuff up, and by the way, I made money last night too when I was sleeping, okay? I made money this morning at breakfast too. This is just 45 minutes, okay? I just pulled it up on my phone here, and let me see here. Have I made any money since then? Because I just talked about that. I'm gonna check my phone, Let's see here. I haven't yet. Oh my goodness, it's been like 15 minutes I haven't made some money. I did set up share a sale last night, and I want to hold this up to you guys. See the share a sale there? I have like tons of people that want to sell my products now. I think I got like 12 or 14 overnight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we have to go in and improve those people. So that's something that I hadn't done for 10 years, the share sale, and I signed up for it. And it cost me money. I'm not going to say it doesn't cost money, but now I've got all these other people that want to sell my products, and I've already got, over the years, hundreds and hundreds of people who have sold my products. But I'm always trying to add to it. I know Gene in there, I'm wearing you out, aren't I, Gene? But I know he said in there he was still learning. I said, well, that's great because we're all still learning. I learn every single day. Jessica learns every day. And if you're not learning, you're going backwards. I mean, you got to learn every day. I pick up new stuff every day. I read new stuff every day. I find new softwares. I find new programs. I find new websites. I mean, it's an everyday thing. It's the way it is. But you know what? As long as you do that, you're going to make a lot of money. So email is not dead. Stop it. Stop it. Darn it. What else you got, Jessica? Give me one more. She's getting so excited over there. She doesn't know what to do. You should see the excitement on her face between her yawns.
I was up very late working last night.
She was. She worked late for me because we had like hundreds and hundreds of orders we had to get in.
Let's see. Do you prefer social media marketing or email marketing or both?
I think you have to do, I know you have to do email marketing. I mean, that's just a given. And I think if you're not on social media, and the question is, you have to do both of them. If you're not on social media, people kind of raise their eyebrows like, what's wrong with this company? They're not on social media. I can't find them. I wonder if they're real. I don't do that much social media, in the standard stuff like a Facebook or Twitter. I mean, I did a video right before this just to announce this. However, I've gotten heavily involved in YouTube. I like YouTube a lot. I feel like I can reach more people with YouTube. I can help more people with YouTube. I can interact better. If I put a video on YouTube, that video can get views for years and years and years. One of my top videos, it's got close to 100,000 views. I did 5 years ago, and it's still one of my top videos. If you put something on Facebook or Twitter and Instagram, after a day or two, probably a few hours, it's gone. The odds of anybody ever seeing it again without going through your entire feed are almost zero. However, I did one on meta tags, and that one pops up all the time, and it was 5 years ago, and it's because people search. They search in YouTube, and they can find this stuff. They really can't search Facebook to find your post the way they can in YouTube. Now, I would still like to see YouTube get a little bit more organized to where you could search categories. I don't see that yet. I think that's coming, Jessica. I think they're going to have categories that you can search. I think that would make sense. It'd be pretty cool. The filters they have now don't allow that. It's like view count or something along those lines. So I think if they put more filters in there, some drop downs, I think you'll see a big change there too. Like when they're searching, I don't know, SEO, but you want educational stuff. You don't want a SEO software. So I think that that's something they should do. Maybe I should tell them, huh? You think I should tell them?
Yeah. Well, people would also have to tag their videos.
Right, but we put tags on them. Yeah, but like when you do a channel, you categorize your channel as educational or software or whatever it is you're tagging your channel. Like yours is educational, mine's educational, but there's other categories within that, and I think they need to add more categories. I really think they do. I think they would help the channels too. But right now, it's the best thing in the world to do a video on. Let's see here. What we got? Okay. Christine says in there, that's what I keep hearing from others. Must get involved with others, participate, or no one will be attracted to your business. 100%. I need to practice that. I tend to be a hermit. Very bad. You're right, Christine. You need to get out there, man. I don't know, hit the dating scene or something. I don't know, meet some people, do something, interact with some other businesses on here. Commenting on other videos, guys. If you just went through my channel right now, honest to God, and you put a comment on different videos I did, pick 20 videos and just put a comment on them, people are going to see you and go, who is this person that's commenting? They're going to click on you. They're going to go to your channel. They're going to find your stuff. But if you don't do that, I mean, you should do that like 20 times a day. You should comment on videos. And I would appreciate it if you started with mine. Go in there and comment on 20 of my videos or 50 or 100, whatever you got time to do. And also do an interactive comment, okay? So you can say, let's say I talked about email broadcast. You could go into a video like that and say, I like your email broadcast video, and I was wondering how often you send email broadcasts and how many times other people send email broadcasts. And what's that going to do? That's going to make me interact. That's going to make other people interact, and that's going to make more people see you. Okay, that's free. It's free to do that, okay? And Jessica, you could do that with your dog training or whatever. And I do it on some other channels, which I don't even talk about. But I'll go in there and I'll say blah, 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 and I want to know what other people are doing in this area. And by doing that, more people see you. And especially if you go into a channel that's got a lot of viewers and you can hit that video right when it first comes out, you're going to get a lot of interaction by doing that, okay? That's the Think Media people. That's what they did. They went into videos as soon as they came out. They got alerts, and they went into those videos and posted stuff in there so people would come and see their stuff. It works. It works. But you do have to participate. So what else do I got? Do I got anything else? Am I done? Am I done? Let me get back on camera. Let me do that. I'll get back on camera and talk to you guys for a second. For 1 second. If you have anything you want to post right now, if you have any questions for me right now would be the time to say it before I go away and have lunch on a Friday in my overlit office. Boy, I'm overlit, aren't I? It makes my hair look grayer too.
Yeah, it's gotta be the camera.
It's got to be the camera. Okay, yeah, because I couldn't look that bad. There's no way. It's got to be the camera. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I really appreciate you being here today. Do me a favor. If you haven't commented on this video, please do so. Take this weekend. I always tell people to do this and make it worthwhile. You know, Monday morning, are you going to wake up as the same person? Or are you going to be a better person, more educated, and more wealthy? You can do that this weekend. And my first suggestion is just learn more. Go into my channel and watch 20 videos. Send me an email and say, I watched 20 videos and this is what I learned. And then you're going to interact with me and I'm going to recognize you and maybe I'll send some business your way. But you've got to interact. It's so very important. No, you may not feel like it. You know, Jessica and I went out and did pull-ups yesterday in the backyard. We have a pull-up bar in the backyard. And guess who felt like it, me or her? Who? You want to guess? You want to guess in the comments? Who felt like it? Her or me? Who felt like it? And I'm going to give you the answer right now. Neither one of us. Neither one of us felt like it. But we knew it was something we didn't want to do it. Okay? You're not going to want to do some of this stuff, but you're going to want the results. That's all we want. I mean, if we could just take a pill and get the results, yeah, we'd do that. That seems pretty easy, but you can't. You can't. You got to go through some pain. One of my favorite people, and I'm going to put him in here to watch right now, if you want motivation, is David Goggins. He is known as the world's toughest guy, and I've watched a bunch of his videos, and I agree. I totally agree. He's an amazing individual. I just can't say enough about his work ethic. Now, he kind of overtrains, but he has been a Navy SEAL, Army Special Forces, Air Force Special Forces. He's the only human in history to have gotten in all three of those categories. He was the 36th black man to ever go through Bud's training. Okay, guy's amazing. He can do. He set the world record for pull-ups, over 4,000, I think 34 pull-ups in 17 hours. He runs marathons of 200 miles. As a kid, he was out of shape and fat, and he found himself at the age of 22 weighing 300 pounds. And he woke up one day and he says, I'm going to change all that. I'm going to be the toughest guy in the world. And he is. I swear to God he is. He is not the top in anything. In other words, he's not the world's fastest runner. He's not, I don't know. He doesn't do more push-ups than anybody in the world, but he's incredible at so many different things. Okay? He's really good at so many different things. So check out David Goggins. He has a book. I have no affiliation with him. He doesn't know me from Adam, but he has a book on Amazon called Can't Hurt Me. Can't Hurt Me. Look up that book. I'm in the middle of it now. He has a narrator. He's involved at the end of every chapter. He talks about the chapter and what he went through in his life. And if you hear his background, how rough he had it and where he's at now, oh my God, guys, you got to listen to this dude. I have no affiliation with him, none, but I know he'll be good for you. I know he will be. I really appreciate you guys listening today. One of the big treats, one of the desserts of my training, I think, is at the end of it, Jessica interjects some information. She does this every Friday. It's incredibly motivational. It's inspirational, and it's something that you may even want to write down, because when she comes out with what she's getting ready to say, and I have no idea what she's going to say, okay? No idea what she's going to say, but I know it's going to be something you're going to want to listen to. So I'm going to turn it over to Jessica now. She's my wife and partner, and we do business together, and I'm constantly motivated by watching her work ethic. But listen to what she's got to say. Go ahead, Jessica. You've got the floor.
doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. That's the quote
Explain it to me.
today. Explain it to me.
Explain it to me. I want to know what that means.
It means that.
And let me say, in case you guys didn't hear it, doubt kills more dreams
than failure ever will.
than failure ever will. Okay, so go ahead. Tell me what that means.
If you doubt yourself, you're not even going to try. So how could you ever succeed?
Very good point. And if you listen to David Goggins, he'll tell you that failure is like the best thing in the world because that means you're trying. If you're never failing, you're never trying. You never are. Will you fail in doing some of the stuff that I'm teaching you? Yeah, I do. I fail all the time. I've got a lot of failed products, a lot of failed campaigns, a lot of failed emails, but I've got a lot of successful ones that I've made a lot of money on. Let's see here. Wayne Charles, is that a digital backdrop behind you? If so, where can we get one for our videos? It says out videos, but I'm sure you mean our. But that is not a digital backdrop. That is real. That is real behind me. It is a real plastic thing that I hung on the wall. Okay, that's what it is. So these are actually prints of backgrounds, and you can tell because there's a guy back there. I don't know if you can see this guy. Where is he? Yeah, see the guy back there in the red shirt? He never moves. He's there, but he never moves. So no, this is not, and I had a brick wall one before this. This is just to give a nice background, but I don't use green screen. So whatever you see behind me is actually something behind me, but it may not be what you think it is. Does that make sense? So you can get these, Wayne. They're really cool. All kinds of different designs, from brick walls to wooden walls to outdoor scenes to beaches to castles. So if you want to look like you live in a mansion, you can do that too. This is my studio for recording, so we do use backdrops, and I have to block out all the light. The windows are blocked out, and I have all these lights all the way around me right now that light everything up. I have sound padding on both sides to help with noise. And I didn't do that in the beginning. Believe me, if you go on my channel right now and you go back to the first video, please don't do that. Please don't go back to that first video because it's so embarrassing. But if you go back to the first video, you'll see how bad my videos were. They were so bad that Jessica and I were so ignorant with our camera. We didn't know how to turn the focus on the lens, so they're blurry. We didn't know how to focus. It had an autofocus. Could have turned it to that. No, it didn't do that either. Thank you, Jessica, for getting my membership straightened out. You are tops. Look at that. Wayne Charles likes you. So maybe you could send a message back to him in that chat area. We get some interaction. And guys, unless you don't have any more questions, what time is it? It's getting to be late. Oh my God, I went overtime today. Oh my gosh, you guys got to pay me overtime. I get overtime if I go over 45 minutes, and I'm overtime now. So I get time and a half now. So please give me time and a half. All right, guys, I appreciate you being here so much. Jessica, would you like to say goodbye?
Have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get something accomplished.
I know they will. Don't forget, watch some videos, comment on some of my videos, give me a message on Monday.